vanishing of Amelia Hayes. In 2017, 24-year-old Amelia Hayes, a rising urban explorer and photographer, decided to document the eerie remnants of Black Hollow, an abandoned town in West Virginia. The town had been deserted in 1953 following a string of unexplained disappearances. Local folklore spoke of a faceless entity known as the Watcher in the Fog, believed to appear when the mist rolled in, marking its next victim. Despite the warnings from locals, Amelia was fascinated by the mystery. She planned a solo trip to capture its decayed beauty, armed with her Canon D SLR, a flashlight, and a live stream setup. Her journey was meant to be just another exploration, but what she found was far beyond anything she could comprehend. Daylight in Black Hollow, the beginning of unease. Amelia arrived in Black Hollow just before sunset. The town was silent, lifeless, and thick with fog that hugged the old buildings like a ghostly presence. The cracked pavement was littered with rusted street signs, broken glass, and remnants of a life long forgotten. As she walked through the streets, Amelia narrated her experience on her live stream, pointing out the remnants of the past: a ruined gas station, an overgrown diner, and an old school building standing eerily intact. "This place is insane," she murmured, snapping a photo of the school. "It's like everyone just vanished." But something was off. She felt watched, not like a casual paranoia. Something was truly there. The school, a step into darkness. Deciding to explore the abandoned school, Amelia pushed open the creaking doors. Inside, the air was stale, thick with dust, and the scent of decay. The long hallway stretched into darkness, lockers dented and broken, some hanging open like yawning mouths. Her flashlight flickered. She ignored it and moved forward, her camera clicking. As she peered into a classroom, she found old desks still arranged, though some were overturned. The blackboard had faded chalk marks, almost unreadable. But when she adjusted her camera's lens, she saw something faint. "Still here." The words had been scribbled hastily, as if someone had written them in desperation. She exhaled, shaking her head. "Creepy as hell," she muttered. Click. Another photo. But when she looked at the preview screen, her breath caught. Behind her, a shadowy figure stood in the corner. "Something is watching." Amelia spun around, her flashlight sweeping the room. Nothing. The corner was empty. Her heart pounded as she stared at her camera's screen. The figure was still there. A chill ran down her spine. Maybe it was dust, a glitch, a play of light. Anything but something real. "Okay. That's weird," she whispered, stepping back. Her live chat exploded with comments. "Did anyone else see that? Who was that behind you? Leave now." The messages made her uneasy. Suddenly, a loud slam echoed from deeper inside the school. Her breath hitched. She wasn't alone. The fog rolls, and Amelia hurried out of the school, her hands shaking. The moment she stepped outside, she noticed something strange. The fog was thicker now, unnaturally dense. She checked her phone. No signal. Her car was parked just a short distance away, near the diner. She gripped her camera tightly, moving swiftly down the street, her footsteps echoing in the silence. A whisper, faint, indistinct. She whipped around, but there was no one. The live chat continued. "Someone's following you. I saw something move in the fog." "Get in your car." Panic set in. She broke into a run. Then, the camera in her hands glitched, the screen distorting. Static crackled in her earbuds, followed by something that froze her in place. A voice, deep, distorted, and right behind her. She turned, and the camera fell to the ground. The screen cut to black. The aftermath. Only clues remain. The next morning, a search team found Amelia's car parked and untouched. Her belongings were still inside. The only things missing were Amelia, After weeks of searching, all that was recovered was a single, eerie photograph, still intact on her SD card. The image? A blurred silhouette standing in the fog, right behind her. To this day, Amelia Hayes remains missing, and Black Hollow remains abandoned. But locals say when the fog is thick enough, you can still hear a faint voice calling for help.
Help me!